Okay, everybody. Matthew back with you here. We have the chassis now complete, except for the exhaust I made, which I still have to paint this little bit here. I have the glass packs painted. I've not put those on yet because I don't want to cover up the detail before I show that to you. But this is all complete except for that and just sticking the drive shaft in, which again would have hit some of the detail. But I want to show you this, and I had some questions come in on the last video, and I have my iPad sitting here, so I'll go through those in a minute and answer those. So we got the, I should have got my pointer out here, so I'm going to grab a stick here to point with. So we got the fuel line put back on, you can see here, and we had the rubber hoses ran already. I got the front ones ran. I think that was new from last time. We have the hard lines ran now up to the blocks. We got the one going under the transmission across and up to its block, and the rubber ran for that. And if we turn it over, I have to set up on this here, and then flip it over. We have the emergency brake cables ran through their blocks. I used some of those little simulated shadows out. Some of these little nuts here, and they're the ones that have like the bolts coming through the back. Or yeah, the bolt coming through them. This is the nut with the bolt coming through, and put on where I drilled all the way through. I drilled 3 holes all the way through the block. Sorry guys. And then I put the 2 there, so it looks like it's actually screwed to this. So when you pull on it, it's going to pull them. And then one back here, so that one would pull this way. And then ran the lines to the simulated brake drums again. And then I have it running up through to this block here. And then I can't put that line on until I have this painted and put on, but I went ahead and put these blocks here on because I want to paint these the color of the chassis. But I have the hole drilled through where it will go up into the floor, so my line will come up along through here and run through at an angle through here, so slight angle, and then up through. Then I'll show it up through underneath the dash, this way up and run up under the dash. So that will take care of the emergency brake cable, and that should finish off. And I used one of those little nut heads on the oil pan there. I do have the shocks on now. I made the shocks, and they are on it now. So that should have finished off the chassis. And like I said, I made these. These are just sprue I bent with a heat gun, some more pieces of the sprue, and it works out real well because the sprue is already kind of bent at an angle. So I just cleaned that up, and anywhere there was a little nub or anything, just cut that off and sand it down, and use that. And then I use this big tubing here, which is, I'm not sure what size. I'm sure somebody's going to ask what size it was. It is 3/16, a 3/16 tubing. And then I just built up with some other tubings that fit inside, and then glued a piece of styrene sheet across the end. Then sanded that all flush, and then glued my sprue to that once I had it all preformed, and then filled this bit here in with some Bondo, and just kind of sanded and shaped it to the design I wanted. And then of course I painted the glass pack, clear coated everything, and then I will tape off where I want the glass pack to end, and then I'll go back over with some stainless steel, and then when it fits on, I'm not sure which side this one fits on, but probably this side maybe. Then it will lay in. It's this side. Each one has different bend to it. Then it will lay in, you know, like that, and they'll drop, you know, blow straight down in front of the rear end, which will look really good. And I'll black that out, so that'll look real good. And I'll put a piece of this little like U channel, C channel, whatever, on this cross member for that to lay in, because it fits that perfect. And then I'll take a piece of the, no, I don't have it laying anymore, a piece of this the metal off of this photo etch, and I'll make a strap to go across to hold that to the C channel. You can see how I cut one strap off, so I'll use that. It might be back under there somewhere. Yeah, there it is. So here's a piece of strap I cut off and cleaned up. So I made quite a few straps just out of that to go across, and that looks pretty good going across there, just for a strap. So we have that, and then, as I say, the chassis then is done. It's nice, flat, level chassis. It's getting very heavy, real heavy now, and it almost wants to like bend the chassis when you pick it up. But so now on to the questions I have. Get my iPad opened up again. We had let's see. Alright, where do you get the rubber lines and steel lines? That was from John Paul. I got all my stuff from Hobby Lobby, and the rubber lines I showed on the video that I made it on, and I have them laying here. I'm probably going to find them now. I keep all my stuff in the drawer where I can reach and grab it. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, here it is. So here's what I use for the rubber line, and it's actually got stainless steel inside of it with nylon coating over it, but it's super flexible and doesn't kink, and but its diameter is a 0.019. It's medium, whatever medium means, but yeah, that's the size I got. Got a Hobby Lobby that's 20-pound test strength, 30 feet of it. I mean, the odds of using that up, very slim. All my piping, tubing, everything came from Hobby Lobby. I already told you the one size I used. The other sizes I used are 16th, 32nd, and this one, it's like 1/8 and 5/32 rod that I used. And the wire I used some 20 gauge wire, and then I used some 24 gauge wire, and this is all just like beading wire, and it's all from Hobby Lobby, and they have it in black. I have some in like copper color and black, and this is all from Hobby Lobby, and there's 24 yards, which is again quite a lot. And then I ordered this on eBay. This is what I've done my heater hoses with. It's a solid PVC 20 AWG Remington 300 volt, and there's I forget, like 100 feet or 500 feet, or it was an astronomical amount. Looking at the roll, it's gonna be like 100 feet. Can't be 500 feet. But anyway, there's a lot of, it was like 13 bucks. A lot of wire there. And I'm using 2 inches at a time. It's like 2 lifetime supplies. So that should cover most all the supplies. These wires here and the distributor wires were this wrapping wire I got again on eBay. Wire wrapping wire, and you can see if you pause the video, that's the numbers that's on it. So if you want to go on eBay, and there is, again, I think there's like probably 1,000 feet, and there's all the colors. So it's, yeah. So hopefully that answers all the questions on that. All those. Well, let me see if I can. It wasn't that same question. So let's see. Reading myself. Reference material. Where did I get my reference material? I just went on Yahoo and typed in the year of the truck. I just typed in 1970 Ford, F-150, whatever it is, brake line diagram, and that brought up, brake line diagram pictures, I guess I put in pictures. And that brought up just tons and tons and tons of pictures of all the brake line diagrams. So that's where I got that at. And that was from Samuel Vasquez. And he asked also where I got the little blocks from. And that came from this stock here. This styrene stock, which is missing. It's the styrene stuff here. You can see the numbers on it. 0.600125, whatever that means. Yeah, 1/4 scale. And I just put down the chopper. I used the exact width of this, and just put on the chopper and cut it to the little depth that I wanted there. Get a pointer. Just cut it to the depth that I wanted, and chopped it across, and just cut out as many blocks as I wanted. And that's how I got the little blocks. And I put them on that stick and stuck them on there and just painted them the color I wanted them, and just started drilling holes in them. So that's where I got all the little blocks from. And there you can see on that one, it's the exact width of that. So that's where I got the little blocks from. And what else we got here? We're making a long video. That's about it. So, and there was a comment about the great little tool for my, you can see there it's plugged up with glue. It's full of glue now. But that was a,
I don't see
oh, shut up, Siri. Come on, let's start. And there you can see the glue burn. And now it's empty. But I just took a piece of copper wire, a long piece, and just bent it, just bent it in half, and just stuffed it down inside this tool here, and just bend it in whatever shape you want. If you're trying to work at an angle or whatever you're trying to get into. And I just use my hobby blade to open or close the hole, to whatever I want, whatever size hole I think I want to need. And Like I said, I've used this one for a couple of years now, so it lasts quite a while. And so that's how that works. So okay guys, so I'm going to end this and stay tuned for more, because now the chassis is done. We're going to start on the body and the bed and get that stuff all wrapped up. So now we're going to get into the finishing part of it and see if we can't make it actually look like a truck now. So, and done a little bit of wash inside the carburetors with the panel line wash. That kind of looks a little better. So thanks for watching, stay tuned, and bye-bye for now.